question 8, we're asked to complete the dependency table. So we can see straight away that A and C, and they sometimes label this one 0, but they've labeled it 1 this time. A and C are not dependent on anything. That's A and C. B is clearly dependent on A, which is filled in for us. Depending on C are D, F, and G, all depending on C. D, F, and G. E is dependent on B and D, ending up at number 4. So E is dependent on B and D being complete. H going down in this direction is also dependent on B and D. At node 8 here we have L. L is coming from 6, so it's dependent on H and F. L is dependent on H and F. We now have I up here, it's just dependent on E. J in this direction. J is dependent on everything at this point being complete. So we have, leading into there, we have F and H leading into number 6, F and H for J. And we move on to K. K also is coming from number 6 and is dependent on H and F getting there. J, K, H and F. And L, we have M. M is just coming from number 8, so L and G will need to have gotten there. L and G for M. And N coming down from this direction. Well, 7 has to be complete, so that's I and J before N can be completed. I and J. The source node, the number of the source node is 1, and the sink node is 9. State whether the followings are definitely true, definitely false, or could be true or false. Okay, so we have 4 statements. Number 1, N may begin only when I and J are complete. N, well, we can see from down here that is definitely true. I'll just write DT. M must begin after H is completed. M, well, if we work our way backwards from M, we can see H definitely needs to be completed because M needs L to be completed and L needs H, so that's definitely true. D happens after H. D happens after H, but D looks like it's happening along here before H. So that is definitely false. And L happens after G. Just get rid of some of the lines here. L happening after G. And here's L. Is it dependent on? Well, it could happen at the same time as G, couldn't it? And get there at the same time. It could happen and finish at the same time, or it could start later. So that could be true or false. Is that one of them? Yeah. Could be true or false for part 4.